Because, before the plague came in, I had it made. I wasn't coming to Erie. I have to be honest. There's no way I was coming. I didn't have to. I would have called you and said, hey, Erie, if you have a chance, get out. But we had this thing won. We were so far up. We had the greatest economy ever, greatest jobs, greatest everything. And then we got hit with the plague. And I had to go back to work. Hello, Erie. May I please have your vote?
Hello and welcome to What the F*** Just Happened Today, your essential guide to the daily shock and awe in national politics. I'm Joe Amditis. Let's get to it. It's Wednesday, October 21st, 2020. Welcome to day 1371. The CDC says it's seeing a distressing trend in the United States coronavirus outbreak as COVID-19 cases grow, quote, in all parts of the country, end quote. The United States is reporting roughly 60,000 new coronavirus cases daily, up 17% compared with a week ago. Hospitalizations for COVID-19 have also hit the highest point since August 22nd, with 37 states reporting increased hospitalizations, including 21 states that have recently reported new records or are approaching previous highs. The CDC also expanded its definition of a close contact to mean a person who has been within 6 feet of an infected person for at least 15 minutes or more over a 24-hour period. That includes multiple brief encounters of 1 or 2 minutes at a time. The CDC previously defined a close contact as someone who has spent at least 15 consecutive minutes within 6 feet of a confirmed coronavirus case. Meanwhile, the White House is considering millions of dollars in cuts for coronavirus relief as well as HIV treatment and other health programs in cities that Trump has deemed, quote, anarchist jurisdictions, end quote. In September, Trump ordered federal agencies to reduce funding to jurisdictions that disempower police departments and promote, quote, lawlessness, end quote. The Department of Health and Human Services has identified federal grants for nearly 200 health programs that serve the poorest and sickest residents in New York City, Portland, Oregon, Washington, D.C., and Seattle. Moving on, Trump abruptly ended an interview with 60 Minutes host Lesley Stahl and then threatened to post the interview before it broadcasts on Sunday night. Trump called the interview fake and biased and then tweeted a behind-the-scenes clip of a maskless Stahl speaking to 2 mask-wearing producers with the caption, quote, Lesley Stahl of 60 Minutes not wearing a mask in the White House after her interview with me. Much more to come, end quote. Trump spent more than 45 minutes filming with Stahl before cutting the interview short. He did not return for a later appearance that he was supposed to have with Pence. Trump reportedly ended the interview because he was frustrated with Stahl's line of questioning, according to one source. Another person said the bulk of the interview was focused on the coronavirus. Meanwhile, the Trump administration lost track of the parents for 545 migrant children who were separated from their families at the U.S. border. About 2/3 of parents were deported to Central America without their children. Roughly 60 children were under the age of 5 when they were separated. Moving on, Trump maintains a bank account in China and has paid $188,561 in taxes while pursuing license deals from 2013 to 2015. Trump has repeatedly accused Biden of being, quote, weak on China, end quote, as well as describing Biden's family as selling out our country to China. In the U.S., Trump paid $750 in taxes in 2016 and 2017. And finally, Trump's re-election campaign committee ended September with $63.1 million in the bank, while Biden reported $177.3 million for the final stretch of the campaign. Biden and his Democratic allies are on pace to spend $142 million on TV ads in the closing days, while Trump's campaign has been canceling ad buys in Wisconsin, Minnesota, and Ohio. Trump's campaign and committees with the RNC have raised $1.5 billion since the beginning of 2019. That's all for now. You can find the links and sources for all of these stories on the main website. And as always, visit whatthefjusthappenedtoday.com for the latest news and headlines. Until next time, I'm Joe Amditis.